Hey everybody, I'm Drak.
I'm Shadow.
And we are on Route 4. We finally beat the accursed Mount Moon.
Yes.
And did it moon us? Yes, it did. We're just not going to show you how. And we are on our way to Cerulean City in this Let's Play of Pokemon Blue for the ever-classic monochromatic Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy.
Yay!
At least it didn't give you headaches like Virtual Boy.
No, it didn't. Although it came close, because white and black doesn't really help that much. And now, and instead of headaches, it just gave you neck aches. Because that was like the time when you have to sit under a lamp and play it.
Oh, the days before backlit LCD screens.
Exactly.
Except for the Game Gear, which did have a backlit LCD screen.
It did, but
Yeah,
it was kind of primitive in its use, and it was a real battery sucker.
Yeah. Good system, just a little too ambitious for that point.
Nintendo didn't even go that direction until the Game Boy Advance SP. So, when they started having their own renewable sources. Alright, and then people will notice it just transitioned. I just went off into a bunch of grinding, so I have an awesome new bunch of Pokemon to mess around with. Now, people will notice I have Pidgeotto and Nidorino. I didn't show them on camera. Sorry. In fact, I also didn't show the catching of Sandshrew, because I got a Sandshrew in the meantime. But I like Geodude a little bit more, until Sandshrew becomes Sandslash and gets some solid ground abilities.
Yeah.
And here he is, Gary. Yo, Blue! You're still struggling along? Back here? I'm doing great! I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon! Here, let me show you what I caught! Blue! That's not my bad. Okay, yeah, it totally is. And he sends out a Pidgeotto! Alright, well, I've got an answer for that too. Now I'm going to be doing a lot more type coverage.
Wartortle. Hey, you got a Pikachu.
I have a Pikachu from Viridian Forest. I actually got one. And now he has to fight Pidgeotto. And Pidgeotto gets in a cheap shot.
Oh, and a critical, too.
Yeah. And another cheap shot. That's okay. I get to deliver the killing blow. Ultimately. Because he stops doing quick attack.
Could have had you there.
He could have. And then I would have been screwed. Alright. And then the next one, he's about to use Abra.
Abra. Oh, this Pokemon is so hard, I don't know how we ever survived. No, it only knows Teleport.
Exactly. I never understood that. It only knew Teleport. And even in later iterations, all it knows is Teleport. That's okay. I'm attacking it with Confusion. That's not very effective. See, this is where I actually have to think, okay, which one would he actually be weak against? I don't know. I'm bringing out Nidorino just because. I think he would have been... I think Psychic is weak against Bug, but I don't have any Bug-type moves.
Right.
Because, like, Pin Missile, my Beedrill doesn't have, or anything like that. But that's okay, because he's now about to use Rattata!
Will Blue change Pokemon?
Nah. Why? Because my Nidorino will kick the living trash out of him. So much for a rival. I'm more of a rival to this guy.
Yeah, Gary Oak, you're nothing.
Yeah,
nothing!
For people who may have this question, I may be over... Like, people are probably going to say, you're overpowering your Pokemon a little bit. That's my deal. That's what I do. I like being levels ahead and just being able to cruise through content.
Yep.
So I will actually go through long grinding sessions so that I can do that. So that my grinding sessions aren't as everywhere. And this one, sadly, I didn't have anything, at least to my knowledge, that could cover grass. I thought flying would do it, but I wasn't getting any super effectives.
Well, that's because Bulbasaur's part poison.
Okay, well, there you go. But I didn't have fire, so that probably would have helped. And I beat Red. And forever scarred him. Hey, take it easy! You won already! No. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. And? That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon inventory system on PC. So that's where they're getting all put. We're storing all of our Pokemon on the internet. Do you know where all the trolls are coming from now? It's some Rattata that's been sitting in the PC for years.
That explains everything.
Lame. Tra-la-la-la-la. So basically, your trainer won't let you out. That's why you're trolling YouTube. Yes. And of course, I don't remove Nurse Joy just because I like to pretend that this isn't Nurse Joy.
It's some other nurse.
It's Nurse Jane. I don't know. It's hard to not do like another J name in there.
That's because there's like a million Nurse Joys.
Pretty much. It's hard to do.
That's why Brooke, despite Brock wanting to be a one-woman man, there's two perfect girls for him.
Joy and Jenny. What would happen if they both said yes to him? I mean, seriously. His head would explode.
Implode.
Yes, exactly. The universe would collapse on itself. Alright, so for Nugget Bridge, I don't fast forward things just because there's not enough to care about. I'm gonna come in here and kick butt anyway. So sit back, boys and girls, and watch the annihilation.
Isn't the fast forward why you do... Isn't because there's nothing to care about why you're supposed to fast forward? Me can't speak good.
No. Me no can speak good. And I know that you would get a little frustrated that I wouldn't use a second water gun, but I'm like, no.
That's alright.
I'm gonna get a couple of ground types in here, so... That's okay, I go back to Pidgeotto. People will kind of notice this. I go towards the Annihilation take.
Annihilation.
I like one-shot kills. I'll be honest here.
Even though you're two-shotting everything.
Well, I'm two-shotting everything now, but eventually I'll get to a point I'm, like, one-shotting everything. I'm second! Now it's, like, serious.
Look, my name is...
So you're Darkwing Duck? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, that's dangerous. Let's get dangerous. Do I pull out? No, I'm just gonna water gun him. This is to the point where I'm like, you know what? I can kick this guy's butt, and I don't need to worry about the type. So I'll worry with the next guy. And I rained him to death.
Yep.
And now he's going to use Nidoran, so yeah, I'm going to change it. But since I can't ever remember what goes against poison, I just bring out my favorite little Butterfree.
Psychic.
To Psychic the... Is it really Psychic?
Yep, Psychic.
Awesome.
Super effective.
I love Butterfree in the first gen, man. He gets like all these psychic abilities. And I still keep the powders, just in case, I don't want to kill a Pokemon.
Yep.
Here's number 3. I won't be easy. In your shorts? I didn't even know it was a youngster, and I went with it.
Of course, they're all youngsters and lasses.
No, I didn't remember if it was even a youngster, so I'm like, in my shorts? Well, there you go, because it's a youngster. I swear, we could come up with stereotypes for every one of the trainer types. And what's even worse about that is there are more in the next gens! So, like, in what is it, what's the ghost tower in Lavender Town?
Oh, Pokemon Tower.
Pokemon Tower, where there are only mediums.
Right.
In the later games, get psychics and mediums and fortune tellers and all that. And he's about to use Zubat. Do we care? No, not really. In fact, I'm not even changing. So I'm like, you know what? You're poison, so... Since I got that, it's super effective before, I might as well just go with it. Ow! Stomped flat! Yes, you were. And you're welcome. I'm number 4, like, getting tired? Obviously not! Otherwise I would have turned around to the Pokemon Center! Oh look, another Pidgey. Yes, I know, I'm a little repetitive, guys, but it gets better, I promise.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start adapting something from the Shadow Blazer camp.
Which is?
You'll find out.
Okay.
It's both from the Shadow Blazer camp as well as from my Mystic Quest review, where I try to speed things up a little bit for you. Because I know that there are times when it gets a little boring. But in the meantime, we are just going to nuke the ever-living crap out of everything that stands. Yes, that's right. My Butterfree is a licensed nuclear weapon. And that won't ever change. See that tackle right there?
That was a good tackle.
That was a good tackle, but it was also me just humoring him. I could have annihilated him, but I decided against it. He's not worth my time.
Well, good thing this isn't later generations where they have, like, poison points and poison you on contact.
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness. That would have been frustrating.
I kind of like abilities from the new generations, but it seems like I never have any.
Yeah.
It's like, Bill has...
You're always recycling the same abilities.
It's like, I always have, like, the abilities that don't do anything.
So this actually gave me hope, and then thrust it down. Because I'm like, oh, I can get a Mankey in this game? And then I went and looked it up, and I'm like, no Mankey in blue.
Aw, no Mankey.
I have to wait till Saffron to get fighting Pokemon. I think. Because I don't think I can.
Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee.
Yep. Congratulations! You beat our 5 contest trainers! You just earned a fabulous prize! A chicken nugget? Really? By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group dedicated to evil, using Pokemon! Want to join? Are you sure? Come on, join us! I'm telling you to join! Okay, you need convincing! I'll make you an offer you can't refuse!
Gentlemen to evil.
Wow, you would have thought we won $1 million right there.
Yep. Well, we kind of did. With that nugget. Although it's not worth $1 million.
Can you sell it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all that you can do with it, is sell it for money.
Awesome. So I'll never have to worry about money. You know, like every other RPG. Except MMOs, where you do worry about money. And of course, I'm kicking the crap out of Ekans. And I don't care, because I've seen so many Ekans at this point.
So many Ekans, that's all Rockets have.
Oh
Ekans.
noes. It's a Zubat. What on earth will we do, Alex?
I don't know, Adam.
We should totally run.
We can't run from a trainer fight.
That's okay, we just annihilated a Zubat. So this would be Zubat number 58.
Pretty much.
You are good! With your ability, you can become a top leader in Team Rocket! I don't know why I keep giving him the game show voice, but I am. It's like the professor! Huzzah!
It works, I guess.
Yep. I should give the professor voice to Bill. Alright, so I'm making a quick trip back to the Pokemon Center because, obviously...
There are more trainers, of course.
There are more trainers, and I've run out of some of my favorite abilities. Or at least run them dry. Your Pokemon are fighting fit! Good, because I'm gonna go beat the living crap out of them again. Pokemon, because we don't want to treat you about caring for animals. Alright, now we're gonna go quickly grab that little Pokeball up there. I think it's just another TM. And now I adopt from the Shadow Blazer camp, and I just decided to be more epic about this. Place in the comments if you can guess where this is from. And see, now I start one-shotting things.
Very nice.
It's annihilation in fast motion!
Yay!
And I kicked the crap out of that Slowpoke. And I didn't care. Oh look, your boyfriend's cool? Yeah, so am I. So I don't even give a crap about you. Why? Because you sent out a Nidoran and then I confused it. Oh, you're a big bad hiker? Okay, cool. Water gun. Oh, you want to send another one? Water gun. What am I going to do this time? Oh, Geodude.
Flying types are also good against fighting.
Which ones?
Flying is good against flying.
Oh.
Fighting.
Wished I would have known that. Want to send out Pidgeotto. Oh, you sent out an Oddish? I don't care. Why? Because I send out my Pidgeotto against you. I am so mean. And then this is the one point where I did something stupid. Because I didn't realize rock was stronger than grass. Or grass was the other way.
Right.
And now we're at Bill's house. Wow, that was epic. Wasn't it, Alex?
Yes, that was great.
Alright. Bill lives here.
Yeah. And everybody wondered what was supposed to be behind Bill's house.
Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey! What's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. Huzzah! So how about it? Help me out here. No. When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation. But it's funny too, because if you say no, he still says this.
Really?
Yeah. Either way, he'll basically say, well, if you decide, or if you change your mind, all you have to do is go to my PC and press the cell separation.
Oh. Do.
Alright, and then we go talk to Bill. Yeehaw! Thanks, bud! I owe you one! So did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer!
No, I did.
I've got to thank you! Oh, here, maybe this'll do.
If only I could talk.
Exactly! I want to loot your house! That cruise ship, SSN, is in Vermilion City! Its passengers are all trainers!
But Bill, I get seasick.
They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy doos.
I don't either.
Why don't you go instead of me?
I don't wanna.
Alright, now we're done with this, but we still have to go through a couple other places. Some more epic music! And if you can guess it in the comments below, you get a gold star. If you're really, really nice, I might even give you a cookie. And of course, Alex doesn't know it, so that's the hilarious part. Even though do you want to know who it is? Because you've actually listened to this guy's music before.
Tell me off screen. So
all right.
Let's have the commenters guess. All
right. Do you think Alex will get it? Say yes or no. And of course, I forgot that this guy still existed. So yeah, I'm gonna go annihilate him into obscurity. Water gun on a Rattata, 10 levels lower than me. Ekans.
Hey, look, it's Snake spelled backwards. They're so clever.
Oh my gosh! Wait, did you just refer to Snake? Is there Metal Gears around? Snake Eater! No, Ekans Eater! I'm not gonna put Eater backwards, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's funny, a lot of people criticize Gen 5 and 6 for their lack of supposed creativity, but just look at Gen 1. I mean...
I haven't even seen Gen 5, so I'll take your word for it.
Ekans is just Snake spelled backwards. How's that for lack of creativity?
Exactly. Well, at some point, when you've written like 100 Pokemons, you're like, I don't know what to name it. Just name it Snake backwards. I love how some fans just think there has to be innovation with every single Pokemon you ever do. No. Eventually you say, okay, we got a snake type, what do we name it? I don't know.
I mean, fine, maybe the ice cream cone is a little silly for a Pokemon, but oh well. I'm not gonna...
I mean, seriously, there was really no innovation with snake names until Gen 3, when they did Seviper. That's it!
And
That's not bad! It just means that they gave you a lot more innovative names with other types. I mean, seriously, like, you know, go watch the National Dex, for crying out loud. I didn't realize how much mythology they actually pulled out of their butt to do some of this stuff.
Yep.
And I'm totally not paying attention to this. But yes, Officer Jenny, supposedly.
That wasn't Officer Jenny. That was a male officer.
Oh, so that was Officer Joe?
Yes.
Okay. Those miserable rockets! Look what they did here! They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes! That cost me a bundle, it did! And we're supposed to feel bad for you about this?
What are you paying for dig for? You're a Diglett or a Ductrio can learn it now.
Exactly. Hey, stay out of... It's not your yard. I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No, of course not. The whip in your hand is a clear giveaway. Oh, look, you have a Machop. So you're like a Rocket Lieutenant, where you don't have anything but Zubats?
Machop, 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 man.
Machop! Drowsy. So this one also threw me off because the only weakness I'm aware of to Psychic is Bug. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't have any Bug-type attacks.
Right.
And I want to say Fighting, but no, I think Fighting is...
They're weak against
They're weak against it, so...
Yes.
I'm going to look at you with the weird pedo bear eyes.
Well, Hypno supposedly steals children, so you're probably not...
Oh! Does that really say it in the Pokedex entry?
I don't think in the Pokedex entry. I think it's just a creepypasta story.
Oh... I have nothing to say. I have nothing. You forever ruined my opinion of Hypno, and I didn't have one to begin with!
Actually, I think Hypno's Dex entry says it used to be a child who became a Pokemon.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird. So it's like Pinocchio right there.
Yeah, I guess kind of...
The children who became donkeys.
Yeah, I guess maybe kind of a Pinocchio type thing.
Oh, look, I defeated the rocket. Who didn't think I was going to do that? Stop, I give up. I'll leave quietly. I'll return the TM I stole. What makes this even worse is we go back to talk to the old man.
Wait, let you have it.
I figured what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. You mother! You made me do all the work for you!
Typical RPG.
It's Quest 64 all over again! And you didn't even play that.
No.
Let me put it this way. You have to go find these epic relics of the elements that literally are powering the cities that they're made for. When you find it, they're like, oh, you can keep it. But before then, they're like, without the water crystal, the water will stop running in our town! You get it? Oh, you can keep it.
It's kind of like the shine sprites in Mario Sunshine. They make them out to be like these national treasures, and they'll like give them out for like candy.
Yeah, exactly. And then, or the other one would be the Galaxy one, where it's almost like sacrilegious to give them away, those stars. Nope.
Sprout.
And here's my little Bellsprout. I'm actually going to catch him. Or I think this is the one I'm going to catch. See, the problem is when you overpower your Pokemon, Drak has a problem.
It becomes harder to catch wild Pokemon.
You can't hit them because you will annihilate them. So I have to hit Thunder Wave. But if I hit him with anything else, I might kill him. So, Pokeball go.
Pokeball go. Go. Aww.
Ah, it appeared to be caught. That Divine whipped me for doing that. Well, that's okay. My answer is Pokeball go. And it worked! This actually becomes a bigger problem because I also try and catch an Abra.
Oh, yeah. Abra, you just...
And I don't have Sleep Powder.
You don't have sleep powder.
I don't have sleep powder on my Butterfree yet. So...
Yep.
So I have to sit there and try and paralyze it. Well, it still has the option to use teleport at that point.
With Abra, it's just sometimes best to just throw the Pokeball. They're not that difficult. The catch rate isn't too low for that.
No, and in a couple of cases, you know, you can have maybe a couple of chances because the teleport might fail.
Yes.
But that's it. And like I said, the only reason I caught a Bellsprout, I don't have a Grass type. I don't even like Bellsprout. In fact, if I were to say like my favorite Grass type in this game, I want to say Scyther, but Scyther's not a Grass type. He's a Bug type. Probably would be the Bulbasaur evolutions.
Right.
Because Oddish didn't really go for me. Tangela, yeah, probably Venusaur.
Yeah.
But we are at the end of another part, so once again, we will be back with more Pokemon Blue, where I try and catch more Pokemon and make my way to Vermilion City. Once again, I am Drak,
Shadow.
and we'll see you next time.